With many Kenyans expected to turn up in large numbers, that is to witness the 2024 WRC Safari Rally, KCB account holders will have the opportunity to have a front row seat to the event. Our very own Fred Arocho is on standby with KCB Managing Director Kenya, that is Anastasia Kimutai, and will be now joining us live with more. Kaka Arocho, unatusikiza. Asante sana kwa kutupatia updates down on ground. Sijui utazungumza kwa King'eng'e au kwa Kiswahili. Ujambo?
Thank you very much. Thank you very much, Linda Alela, back in our studios in Nairobi. Now, for our viewers joining us, we are at Soy Sambu Ranch in Nakuru, where the Safari Rally is currently on. And I'm quite privileged to be with one of the main partners of the Safari Rally, and that is Director KCB Bank Kenya, Mrs. Anastasia Kimutai. Karibu sana, Madam Kimutai.
Thank you so much, and to all our listeners and viewers, welcome to day 2 of the Safari Rally here at Soy Sambu. Thank you so much for coming, Embassy.
Now, I'd like to start this conversation with the importance of the rally to KCB as a bank, because we've seen that the bank has been quite involved in the rally for some good time now. What is the link between the bank and the rally?
The most important thing is that we've supported Safari Rally for the last 21 years. Remember, when we were not in the international scene, before we came up to World Safari Rally, KCB kept on supporting this, and specifically for the benefit of sport in our country. The second item is that whenever we organize such rallies, we also support the sustainability agenda for the bank. As at now, we've planted over 2,000 trees, and we've purposed to plant 300,000 by the end of the year. But key to note is our MSME customers. If you go to all the shops that are here, you will notice that these are our MSME. Why are we supporting them? First is to make sure that they are visible, the customers knows about their existence, and then finally to support their business so that they can be able to scale up to the future corporates of our country.
Now, tell us more about the environmental efforts on waste management. As you've said that the various guys who've come to the rally, I'm seeing there's a very strict observation about the environment. Tell us more about this.
One thing that we stand for as KCB Bank Kenya is that we must preserve our planet. So preserving our planet means, first of all, you have to sustain the planet, and that's why we are growing trees. The second thing is when we come to an area like this, we make sure that we leave it in a better state than we found it. So when you see what we've put across, we make sure that as you continue consuming, using all the food available here, then we are able to package this waste in such a way that we differentiate the ones which can be reused and the ones which cannot be reused. So this is to make sure that we actually make every Kenyan aware of the importance of keeping our planet, so that we can be able to hand it over to the next generation, and so that we can be sustainable for the next 100 years and beyond.
Now, for the guys who are watching at home, who perhaps didn't have the opportunity to come here, what would you tell them about this year's rally that's somehow different with any other season?
I'll say that, first of all, thank you for viewing this year's rally. It has been a great rally compared with last year. If you look at the spectators who have turned out, if you look at the competitive nature of it, you are aware that this time around it rains, so it's a bit rigorous. And so let's continue making sure that we keep our country in the national and international arena as Safari Rally. And thank you so much for supporting us. God bless.
Before I take us back to Linda Alela back in studio, something must be mentioned here. We have 2 drivers that have been sponsored by KCB as a bank. Tell us something about these 2 drivers.
One thing that we did say as KCB is that we support sportsmanship. So we did support them so that they can come to the international arena to be able to compete and make sure that any other youth who is aspiring to be a rally driver, that you have like-minded people who come to the table to make it happen for you. That's the reason why we support over and above supporting the Safari Rally, we support the sports people so that they can be able to come and showcase their skills and compete globally. That's what we're very excited about, because we must make sure that we nurture the talent and the sportsmanship that we have in our country and propel these people to the international platform. Thank you.
Thank you very much, the Managing Director, KCB Bank Kenya, Mrs. Anastasia Kimutai, for the great ambience that we've seen here and the good job that KCB has done for the rally this season. Now, taking you back to Linda Alela in studio, and of course, Linda, that was a very good speech last week when we met the chairman. Back to you, Linda, in studio.
Oh, that's interesting.